I'm Pete Bussin, Equilibrium, and I'm out here on the Channel Strong Tour, and we're in Columbus today with Jason Comstock of Clarity Technology. And so, Jason, how are you today?
Doing fantastic, Pete.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's great to have you out. You know, you've been a long-standing client of ours, and
We've known each other for a few
a few
fairs.
4-H fairs.
Yeah,
right?
4-H fairs.
Yeah. So, you know, one of the things that we're asking partners as we're going around the country on the Channel Strong Tour is to say, you know, how were things for you right before COVID? How was business before COVID?
I'd say business was steady. We had some opportunities in the works. A good batch of managed services clients and just had a steady diet of activity going on. And then all of a sudden March came along and everybody got sent home and the world turned upside down, where we had to figure out how to get all our employees, our clients' employees, home at the same time.
Yep. And what happened to those prospects that you had? Did that drive? What happened? How did it
stalled a lot of those things out, because at that point no one was in a position to make a change in their business. They were just trying to survive. They were trying to figure out how they were going to run their business and how they were going to keep their employees engaged, if they were going to be able to keep their employees. So at that point, everybody just, nope, we're not changing anything at this point.
And Clarity was able to keep everybody engaged, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we had more stuff to do than we had time to do.
Right. So, like, here you know, where you were worried about possibly what was going to happen, and you ended up having a full plate in there. Now, were you able to get net new clients during that time, or
no? As I had mentioned earlier, everybody that was a prospect or had some things in their pipeline just basically said we're not doing it. So even our existing clients that had big projects they were thinking about said we're just going to need to put these on the shelf. But in the meantime, I just shipped home 50 of my employees that all need to connect back in, facilitate that for us. So that's where our time was how to get everybody home and get them connected back to their networks in a safe manner.
So, you know, here we are, we're on what we're saying is we're seeing the recovery now and all that, right? And so, you know, face masks are coming off.
Yes, thankfully.
Right, they're coming off. We're throwing away our face masks. We're getting back out. What are you seeing now out there?
Now people are starting to look at how's our environment set up today. So I'll give you an example, an opportunity that we're working on right now. It's a 13-site opportunity for us. It's a great opportunity. They've been just piecing it along for a while with the environment they have and realizing now it's time to make a change. We need to do better than we've done in the past, and maybe that's with a different provider.
So during COVID, like, what did you do to position yourself to get ready to come out and be ready for this kind of stuff? Did you do anything special
So
inside?
what I would say is, leading up to this, we sort of saw the writing on the wall. I wouldn't say we had our crystal ball and everything was humming like it should, but we had an inclination that we were all going to get sent home in some capacity in the state of Ohio. So we started working through what are our processes, what's our documentation going to be, so when everybody has to go home, we can say, here's the document that covers, here's how you're going to do email, here's how voice is going to work, here's how remote access is going to work, step by step, screenshots, so that we could distribute this en masse to our clients and say, to go home, this is what you need to do, which really helped us from the standpoint of they could really self-provision for a lot of the things they had to happen, and then we were just doing cleanup or licensing or those types of things. So that took a lot of pressure off.
So you did a lot of things to help your customers get in line.
Right.
What did you do in your own business to get in line? Did you bring on any partners that helped you position to come out of this stronger on the other side?
Well, I would say through this, we looked at the partnerships that we had, the tool sets we had, knowing that it was going to get real busy again. So of course it was real busy in March and April. We saw our ticket volume drop off for a little bit. That was an opportunity for us to retool. Fall came, people started getting busy again. We hit right around December. It started backing off a little bit because people were concerned. Again, a time to retool, so we switched our RMM platform during that time frame. And then we started taking a look at Lion Guard as an example. How do we make better use of that tool? So where we had lulls in our business, it was either train and certification or how do we better leverage the tool sets we have.
which is great. So you took the time to move yourself upstream in the maturity model, and then, get ready to strengthen and be ready for that.
That was the intent.
Yeah.
Is we wanted to be better coming out of this than going into it. And we sat down and did a lot of internal analysis of what did we do, what do we think we did well, where do we think we fell off. Our key clients, we had the same question for them. What worked for you? What could we have done better? I got that feedback from them and just realigned processes accordingly.
I want to thank you for hanging out with us here.
You're welcome.
With
Always
Columbus
enjoyable.
and all that. And certainly, we have a very different relationship because we got to work with you through COVID and many years before. So it's always great to see you. I appreciate you coming out and
You're
being a
welcome.
part of Channel Strong and
Well,
spending
thanks.
time with us today.
Absolutely.
All right.